Hi everybody, it's Shanna with shannasweetsblog.blogspot.com, and today I'm coming at you for a project that I made. Well, I'm a little late making it. It was actually a challenge on Creative Soups with the Soul.ing site to make a storage caddy, and yeah, I'm totally late in doing it. It just didn't happen for me soon enough, but I still wanted to make it, and so I still want to post it as a project. So here is, I'll probably have to zoom out because I'm way, okay, let me back up here first so you can see the whole thing, and then I'll zoom in again. So I got this at Walmart, and it is a two-tier turntable. So see here, it turns. So there's the bottom one, and I didn't put anything on the bottom because I'm just going to kind of have stuff probably tossed in there. I do have a glass that I use for decoupaging. I thin my decoupage down a little bit, and it does fit under here. So I'll probably put that there, but I'm not gluing it down. So, but it was like $4.27 at Walmart for this double. So it didn't make sense for me to, you know. And it seems pretty sturdy. I mean, I don't think it's too flimsy. Okay, so now I'm going to bring you in closer so you can see some of this stuff. And everything here I just used from my stash. I did have to use brand new sheets of paper for the bigger items, but I love purple, so I'm always using purple, so I always have a bunch of purple stuff. And I have to say, though, I bought Trish's last yard of purple bling, and I may have regretted that because I used a lot of bling on here, and I think I'm getting close to being out again. I may tell her she needs to get back into doing the bling, and see if enough of us hound her about carrying the mesh bling, she'll carry it again. That's my conspiracy here. So I took the actual, let me go down the bottom first. I took this was just some lace that was in my stash that I lined the edge with, and then I had this purple Chinese braid that I put, and usually I will put a single layer of bling there, but I was getting a little overboard with the bling, so I got glue things still everywhere. Good thing it's for me. It's going to take forever to get all those little... I've tried the heat gun. It just doesn't, it seems like it loosens my glue up when I do the heat gun, so it doesn't work for me in the gloobers. But, so the top, and then so I did that on the top and the bottom, and then I took the mesh bling and I lined the 3 towers here. And some of these, I have a little flower down here. This just was my first attempt at lollipop flower. It's not good, and I would never send it to anybody, so I decided I would just use it for myself. I've gotten much better at figuring out my lollipop flowers since then. So, so then the top. Okay, so I have a really tall, and actually I've been buying my glue sticks in the really long ones from Walmart, so that's what I'm going to put in this very top part here. And I don't know what, this was just a container that I found. I don't know what it was from. It was a plastic container. And of course I used some of the 3D flowers that I made from the petals that I had from the Zibbit store on Creative Soup. And so I lined that with, it had a really thick, I think this had some sort of other lid because it had a really thick top. So I lined it with double layers there. This particular bottle here was a peanut butter jar, Jif peanut butter jar that I get at Sam's. So that's a really big one that I can use for something. And then the rest of these were cans, and I just used different sizes. You know, and I debated painting the inside of the cans. I tried to use a couple cans that I knew were white, and I have one of those side cutter can openers, so it worked really well because they're not, you know, they're not sharp. So, and all of these are glued. I mean, I glued each of them down to the turntable and then to each other. So I feel like it's really sturdy. And then, like I said, I just threw some little flowers here and there. I don't even know where this flower came from, and it's really weird feeling. I don't know. It was in my stash, but it's waxy like almost. Some of these, I mean, some of these are flowers I wouldn't use. Like this one here, it's really not a very good flower, but, oh, you can't even see it, can you? It's a little fabric one that was on something. I would never give it to anybody because I just don't think it's very nice. But it worked good for me because I'm, you know, this is for me. And then I had just a piece of ribbon that was sitting on my desk from my stash. So, of course, most of this lace, and like I said, this was just stuff I had in my stash. Of course, the pleated ribbon and the bling I got from Trisha's Exhibit store. The petals here were ones that I made from using my Lindy's and petals that I have a video on making 3D flowers. So I know I'm really late making this for the challenge, and actually I really need to get started. The next challenge was a recipe box, and I just honestly have not been to Michael's in like 3 months, so I have not gotten to pick up a recipe box, so I may end up having to make one up myself. So there's like challenges and swaps and all the good stuff going on at creativesoupforthesoul.ing. So I'm going to zoom in on this thing there. Visit us and have some fun. Thank you.